Hi folks, my name is Jeff White, and we have a sound and lighting system this year that's hopefully you'll enjoy using, and just wanted to give you some pointers on how to use it. So we're using a computerized mixing program for our lights, and this is my DMX from American DJ. So if you'd like to do any study on that, you can go to that My DMX by American DJ. This is the 2.0 version. So what we have is coming out of the computer, we are going into this little box, and when we go into the box, it will allow you to control what's going on with the board. So one thing that you want to take notice of is this light here, this green light. It should always be blinking. So since it is not blinking, that tells you that you're not getting a signal to this unit. Okay, now you see it. You see it blinking? Now you know that you're getting a signal to this unit, which will then go out to the lights. So once again, if you see that light not on, what I would do, I would unplug it from this USB, and then you plug it right into this USB spot. Then you should get this green light flashing. Now, I would not turn this computer off at any time. I would leave it on, so because it's not gonna use that much power. It's just going to be a whole lot easier to use. If you do have to cut it off, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to turn this program on, but you definitely want this light. This is the biggest issue with any type of computerized lighting system or lighting program. You've got to make sure that you get a signal, DMX signal. That's the protocol. That's the language that this computer is talking to the lights by DMX. This is the language or protocol that is using. So if this is not blinking, then you're not getting any signal. It's not going to be talking to it. You can change all the stuff you want to on here, and it's not going to cause any of the lights to change. Okay? So what I'd like to do is just go down, and you'll see I'm going to close this out. Well, let's see. I'm going to close it right here. I want to save the changes. All right, so this is how you turn this program on should the computer turn off. You go in here to the start menu, and then you pull up out of the start menu, you see My DMX. All right, you press My DMX. This is kind of an older computer. It belongs to my wife. She's letting us borrow it for camp. So you'll see this coming up. It said USB mode. If it says USB mode, that's great. That's what you want. USB mode means it is talking to it. If it says demo mode, then you are not going to be getting any signal. So if it does say demo mode, you want to go back in and you want to make sure that your USB is plugged in properly here on the computer. All right. So there's 3 pages on here. Well, first let me do this. What you're going to use for this camp is you're going to use Camp Agape. It says Camp Agape 2017. You see where it says this? Right there. That's what we're on now. We're on that program. So it opened up in that particular saved show. We're going to call it a show. Okay? All right, so it said Camp Agape 2017. There's 3 pages here, or there's 3 file tabs. One is setup, one is editor, and one is user. You're never going to work with the setup. I've already done that for you. I've already set up the lights. They're on different DMX channels. So you're going to actually work with this editor or the user. I'm going to show you this user tab, because that's where you're going to do most of the stuff that when you are operating things during the service, or you're doing, maybe there's a drama and you're going to work with that and do some different lighting. you're going to work with this user, because there's a lot of different, and I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that well? See, you have a lot of different presets. You've got this where it says video teal and purple. It's blackout, red, green, blue, purple, red and blue, blue and red, pink, red and pink, teal and purple, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of different programs, and basically once you press one of these tabs, it is going to turn the lighting a different color on stage, all right, which is really cool. So like say emerald, all right, then it's gonna say, if you go to this next, it says dark red and blue. So you're gonna see different color changes here, all right, and it does the fading by itself. There's also a couple of little moving lights. they're going to also change. You got all kind of different colors. So all you have to do is just press this tab here, have it on user, and then press this button, blue. Right. Okay. All right. Now, this is what I want you to see. You cannot change any of the faders on here. You just can't. It just won't allow you to. The reason is this is your user. This is your presets. Now, to edit that, where do you go? You go to the editor. You go to the editor. And these are your different lights that are set up. There's different ones on stage. Right now we're running 2 different profiles, meaning that some of them are set on one DMX channel and another one is set on some other DMX channels. So with that in mind, you can adjust certain lights so that you'll be able to change the color and then save it. But now, this is the only area that I would think you would need to change, and that is this first slider. This first slider is for your face lights. And let's get a look up at those. See that right up there? See those lights up there? Those are your face lights. They're going on stage, and you can turn the lights on stage up or down. That's like when somebody's speaking or when somebody's preaching or singing or whatever. You want to make sure that they have adequate face lights on so you can see what they look like and see their expressions. All right, so you do that right there in that editor tab. Now, I have cheated a little bit for everyone. I have went in and set the fader at like 105, and I've set that for every channel. So you got red. You'll see that these lights will not change as far as the face lights. The face light is already set up to be on. You would want that on most all the time. Now, there are times then you don't want it on, and that's like during a video. During a video, you might not want that face lights on. So what do I have? I have right over here. It says video teal and purple. So if you go shine it up there, and you will see when I press that one, it actually, the face lights go off. You still have something in the background, but it will turn those face lights off. Also blackout. Blackout is not going to have anything on. All right, but then when you go to red, you see you have it on there. All right, so you have those 2 tabs that are important, the editor and the user. Now let me show you one more thing that you might want to adjust from time to time, and that is, if you see this channel 5 right here, it says pan. You see that? Channel 7 says tilt. All right, so if you look up on stage, when I adjust this, you are adjusting the pan of that light. Those two moving lights, you're adjusting them. Now I have set those to be basically opposite. They're mirroring each other. So that means whatever one does, the other one is going to do it also. All right, so we can have that, and then we have this tilt that takes it up or down. Now to go up, you pull this fader down. To go down, you pull this fader up. All right, so the cool thing about that is, let's just say we do this like right there, and we have this pan somewhere, let's say right here. All right, now when we go to another channel, another program like blue, it's got a different pan and tilt, so it's going to move it. All right, now we go back to that green again. Guess what? It's going to move it to where it was. So that's a cool thing to adjust. You might want to adjust the pan so that they'll be different, the pan and tilt. Let's go back to that one more time and look at this pan and tilt. Channel 5 is the pan, and when you adjust that, it is going to change it up on the stage. The tilt. All right, so we're going to leave that right there. Now watch what happens on stage when I select this blue. Look, see that thing move? Now that's pretty cool. We want to do that sometime. That would be great. All right, so that's all you would need to adjust most of the time, is just the pan and tilt on those movers. Now I'm going to go where to? We're going to operate this. We're going to operate it in this user tab. So now you see all these different colors that you can go through, all these different programs. All right, so I'm going to let the videographer show the stage, and now we're going to show you some of these different colors. All right, all I'm doing is going through these different tabs. All right, and it is just going through different colors. You may want to change the color when you are doing a song or in between songs. Not that you would change it, go crazy with it, but something subtle, something that would add to the way it looks. Now you'll notice that you see these different changes. However, if I were to turn the lights off, which I am, I'm going to turn the lights off, the effect is much more drastic, much more dramatic. All right, so then you got purple and emerald. You got some mixing of colors there. You got red, dark red. You've got dark red blue. You got emerald and purple. You got all these different colors. And again, if you change your pan and tilt just a little bit, you'll see those move, just like on this. See the green? See those move? On blue, they're going to move a little bit. All right. Purple. All right. So this is something that is very easy to operate. You're going to be using that user function, and there again, make sure this light is lit up green. Okay? With that said, we're going to let you see the stage as we go through a couple more lights, and then we'll fade out.